Hey guys, if you want to learn how to draw people in from the Explore page and hashtag pages, keep watching. A problem I keep seeing in the Christian community is they take a beautiful picture and just slap text on top. And while this can be good, I mean there are beautiful Bible verses and high quality pictures, it doesn't stand out. And what I mean by that is when you're scrolling through the Explore page and you're scrolling through the hashtag pages, you're seeing 15 posts at one time, 15. So when the Christian community all does the same thing, all those posts become blind to the viewer. They all see the same thing because it's all in the same format. So that gives us the opportunity to stand out. What you need is a hook. There are 3 types of hooks, and we're going to show you what each hook is. The first hook is called a text hook, and basically you take the picture and put text on top, but you do something unique with that text. You take that Christian quote or that Bible verse and do something different with the particular part of that text. Usually something that resonates with the people, like the word God or the word Jesus or grace. And you either make it a different color, you enlarge it, you can underline it, you can even bold and italics it. I would suggest making it a different color or enlarging it. Just from experience, that seems to be most effective. Now, this seems like a simple and insignificant change, but you have to think about it. There's 15 posts with the same format. All of a sudden, one of those posts has a completely different format. It's 2 different types of text. The normal bland text with something different on top. So they immediately look at that difference. Humans are designed to look at differences, and it'll immediately point out that difference. Don't believe me? Take a look. You'll see as I'm scrolling through, the ones that show up are the ones with the different colored text, the enlarged text. See, that simple trick just saved you. And you'll be getting all this engagement because people will be clicking on your post because it's different and it stands out in the Explore and the hashtag pages. Now take a look at the next hook. The second hook is basically to take a really unique or eye-drawing picture. Now this has been used before, but people don't realize the power of it. I mean, a lot of people will take a landscape picture and put text on it, but what people don't realize, and the difficulty is it's very hard to find these pictures without copyright, which I'll be going over in the next video. You can see the link at the end of this video. But basically, it's hard to find pictures that stand out for the Christian community because people like viewing pictures of Jesus. When you're looking at a landscape picture and a picture of Jesus, I mean, it's night and day. You're obviously going to click the picture of Jesus over the picture of like the mountain landscape. And the thing that really draws people attention, it seems like, is either crucifixion pictures or him suffering. Those really seem to draw a lot of attention because it's not only a picture of Jesus, but it's also something that people don't want to view but have to view. You know what I mean, like that little gory, oh, I gotta see this sort of thing. So keep in mind, when you're choosing a picture, try to find something that people will click. Don't just try to make it so the text looks good, but make sure the picture actually looks good too. One thing I like to use is people that are sort of sad, like a picture of someone sad or a little isolated. And I like to make a little inspiring post to give them strength. So when people are feeling down, they're like, oh, I see a picture of this. This is how I'm feeling. I connect to this. They click on it and they read the quote. It's inspiring. It helps them lift their mood up. And then they actually become connected with my account because I've helped them lighten their day. So when you're making a picture or basically choosing a picture, keep in mind of the audience because that can make and break and basically cause people to click photos. Out of those 15 posts of landscape pictures, you should have something a little bit more unique than that. So keep that in mind and take a look at the final hook. The last hook is basically just throw out the technique where you put the picture and then the text on top. Just throw it out. It's a completely unique technique. You take a cartoon or some form of diagram and basically show how much Jesus loves you or demonstrate how much God protects you. You see these trending all the time on an Explore page because it's just such a unique thing. When they're compared with those 15 posts, it just stands out. It stands out anytime it'll stand out. And that leads to so many more likes and so many more views, which is why they go trending on Explore page. But the problem with them is there's only 2 ways to acquire them. Number 1, well, technically 3, but the one where you try to get them on the public domain, there's not really any on the public domain. You can't find any that aren't copyrighted. So it leaves you with 2 options. Make one yourself, or find someone that has made one and basically say, hey, I'll shout you out if you let me post this. So those are really the only 2 ways to acquire it. So if that seems like too much for you, if you're just starting out, then feel free to use the first 2 hooks. The first 2 hooks will suffice. I love using the first 2 hooks. I don't really delve into the 3rd hook because I think the first 2 hooks is an art form. It's an art form. I love the picture on text technique. It really forces you to try to get creative to stand out, and I just love it. I love trying to inspire people's faith at new levels, constantly building it up, because this Christian community, we got to make it better, guys. We're going to make it beautiful. So use these 3 hooks, get creative, and let's see this Christian community to become a better place.